Happy Cinco de Mayo!
Yeah! Meow! Huples cat, welcome to Thursday Fun, a strange and eclectic look at the bizarreness of YouTube. Sad news from the plague front. Canada Day, July 1st, has been cancelled up here in Canada Land, eh? No in-person events, July 1st. Preemptive strike against the virus.
Toronto is now cancelling all in-person Canada Day events, including fireworks displays at Ashbridges Bay and other city parks, celebrations at Mel Lastman Square and Centennial Park, for instance. Plans for virtual celebrations have started, including tributes to frontline workers in partnership with Harbourfront Centre, TO Live, and the CN Tower. Those details, however, won't be coming for a few more weeks.
Yay, Canada Day! Yay! 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 Canada Day! Celebrate our great country! Yay! And our porches. Everybody has porches. Anyway, this is what the great Mayor John Tory, who spent a ton of cash to get elected by sponsoring pretty much everything, has to say. Now, bear in mind, his daughter is actually an active doctor at one of the hospitals. So he's taking it somewhat seriously. Seriously than some politicians.
I am as disappointed as you are about the cancellation of these events. I would like nothing more than to tell you that we can celebrate the birthday of our great country as we usually do with friends and family in many of the usual places, but we just can't this year out of caution and out of an overriding concern for public health. Decorate your porches, decorate your balconies, wave your flags, decorate your front doors with a flag. There are ways in which we can show our love for our country in this year where we won't be able to be together as much.
I know America's opening up again this week, but up here in Canada Land, we're absolutely terrified of the COVID thing. And this is one of the public information ads that we're putting out, and it's helping us not get too freaked out.
First, only gays and IV drug users were being killed by
COVID.
But now we know every one of us could be devastated by it. The fact is, over 50,000 men, women and children now carry the
COVID virus.
That in 3 years, nearly 2,000 of us will be dead. That if not stopped, it could kill more Australians than World War II. But COVID can be stopped, and you can help stop it. If you have sex, have just one safe partner, or always use condoms. Always.
Of course, I always wear them all the time because this is 2020, and in 2020, people are really, really dumb. They even think that they can drink bleach and avoid getting viruses. Anyway, what else has been going on? Well, death has been stalking Florida's beaches.
Bit of a bizarre reminder about what could happen if we don't follow social distancing guidelines.
People are going to get hurt, and that's what I'm here for. And I wish I didn't have to do this, but nobody else is doing it.
Daniel Ufelder, who also sued the governor over beach closures back in March.
That was quintessentially American. The guy's a lawyer. He's sued twice now. Wants to keep them open and wants to keep them shut. Been on the losing side every time, eh? But I bet he still charges. Meanwhile, here's a bit of a quick snippet of a song from a lovely lady, and it kind of sums up how we all feel, I think.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, riding early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. The tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, all the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you.
I think we're all having difficulty expressing ourselves in this time of global temporary SHTF, but somewhere in deepest, darkest Eastern Europe is a trapped Australian called Christopher Ellis, and he's been using the time he spent productively in quarantine to develop mental faculties that are quite astounding. Quite astounding. Of course, not everybody's using the time that productively. He's one of America's most famous people, talking about how he's planning to cope with an ongoing quarantine if they don't remove lockdown.
I will eat my neighbors. I'm not letting my kids die. I'm just going to be honest. My superpower is being honest. I've extrapolated this out, and I won't have to for a few years because I got food and stuff, but I'm literally looking at my neighbors now and going, I'm ready to hang them up and gut them and skin them and chop them up. And you know what? I'm ready. My daughters aren't starving to death. I'll eat my neighbors. See, my superpower is being honest. I'll eat your ass. I will. I'm combat model, optimum self-sufficiency, probably the leader. The point is have you thought about that yet? Because I'm somebody that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like sizing up my neighbor, how I'm going to haul him up by a chain and chop his ass up? I'll do it. My children aren't going hungry. I will eat your ass. And that's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass first.
These are the reasons I drink.
I think if Alex Jones thinks his superpower is being honest, I think he really needs to spend more time locked indoors and focus on himself. Actually, a superpower like Christopher Ellis has, that he can blow doors apart and walls apart with his mind, that's a superpower. Being honest about things that aren't true is not really being honest, is it? Very, very odd. He reckons he's a combat model. Is Alex Jones a combat model? An American combat model? I don't know. Anyway, I think, to be honest with you, there's very little chance of Alex Jones eating me.
This is the material that traps the particulates.
These are the reasons I drink.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only needed 123 credits.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
These are the reasons I drink.
So PPE has been sporadic, but it's been manageable, and we do what we have to do. We're nurses, and we learn to adapt and do whatever the best thing that we can do for our patients to get the job done and get the care provided. And that's what we're going to continue to do as COVID-19 continues.
Sporadic for you, but not sporadic for a lot of other people.
Oh, no, I agree, Mr. President.
Because I've heard the opposite. I've heard that they are loaded up with gowns now. And, you know, initially we had nothing. We had empty cupboards. We had empty shelves. We had nothing because it wasn't put there by the last administration. And
yeah, Matt, I don't like it when people attack nurses. I don't like when people talk over nurses. They're actually working in hospitals, dealing with this, not pouncing around figuring out what a mask looks like.
I've heard that we have, I just saw it yesterday, where they're making millions of masks a month in a factory from you know, in that case, it was Arizona. It's great. We have other factories being built now for masks, and for the most part, I mean, that was fine, but I've heard we have tremendous supply to almost all places.
These are the reasons I drink.
And for 3 years you didn't open the cupboard and have a look inside, did you? And you closed the White House Pandemic Office, and you reduced the funding of the CDC by 70 to 80%. All smart moves of a stable genius. Dr. Trump, I like the way you treat nurses. You're a professional.
I wanna know what's inside your butthole.
Of course, everybody's favourite senile old Republican, Joe Biden, is actually trying to make himself more relatable whilst hiding like the coward he is in his basement. Let us not forget, it's about time America stopped electing cowards and draft dodgers with bone spurs. They've been doing this for quite some time. Obama, to be fair, actually wasn't eligible for the draft, but Bush drank his way around the Texas National Guard. Bill Clinton, I believe, was a draft dodger, and I'm pretty sure President Trump was a coward. Claimed he had bone spurs. Doesn't stop him golfing now, does it?
I always start with dessert.
Is the name Maurice funnier than Martin?
I like Maurice.
One R. Yeah, don't try too hard.
Working on a speech that I'm going to need you to deliver.
We should try to find a place for the word loquacious.
These are the reasons I drink.
Hello, I'm Paul Beckwith. I hope everybody is doing well in this age of the coronavirus. And I'm going to talk about the Pentagon declassification of 3 UFO videos that were taken by Navy pilots.
They used to say when I was growing up as a lad that evidence of ET would cause panic and fear and pandemonium on the planet. Apparently, nobody really cares. Strange. Anyways, look that one up. It's kind of fascinating. Gasmask has a great channel and he has a lot of features on the UFO, and I'm sure if Uncle Al was still with us, he would actually be talking about it as well. And before you panic, I believe he's not dead yet, though it's hard to tell in some of his videos. And Uncle Al, get back. You missed.
Hello everybody, this is Howard Jones and this is what I'm eating for supper, and this is a shout out for Die Bullfrog 79, good friend of mine, Uncle Al, you may know him as. Yeah, go and check out Die Bullfrog 79. Uncle Al's a very cool guy. I'm here showing you what I am eating for supper.
A really nice lady has a nice walking around travel log from her local town, TEACUP. And TEACUP's doing okay. She hasn't been posting recently, and I for one have been missing her, but she's actually now back at work because some countries are actually dealing with the COVID pandemic in ways that are actually allowing them to open up safely.
Hi everyone, good to see you guys again. It's been a while that I have not uploaded anything or saw you guys in the live stream. I just got back to work in the factory, returning to work. Actually, I didn't stop working. I had been working from home for 14 days and then switching back, go back to work in the factory. So it's zero right now. Even in the whole country right now, we have raised it to 2,900 cases, or no more than 3,000 cases. And the trend is pretty stable right now. It's just like a couple people increasing like per day or in a day, or it's not that much, or even not increasing as well for some days.
To play us out, we have a cute piece of film from Bill from Ontario Homestead, an excellent channel, even if he is a little bit right-wing. But first I have an inspirational message for Bill from the leader of his country.
Canadians deserve more than
thoughts and prayers. Today, we are closing the market.
Hello YouTube, just to give you a quick little video tonight. I'm sure it's not showing up too great under that red lamp, but we brought some chicks home. Bunch of meat birds and a bunch are dual purpose that we're going to raise up. So, I don't know why the ones are black and the other ones are really yellow and the other ones are... I know I got 2 breeds, but I got 3 colors. I don't know. Anyways, thought you guys would like a quick little view of the chicks, and they got bigger. Look at those cute little guys. As I say, it was a really small litter. We don't breed them very often, so you almost look like a hotot. Little bridge on the back.
That's about all for me. There will be a couple of party political broadcasts coming up on behalf of the same party, and in the meantime, this other guy reckons he should be an American president. I don't know. Anybody that seems to want to be American president seems to be unfit for it.
At the end of the day, I think people just want someone who's normal, honest, practical, and capable.
These are the reasons I drink.
Anyways, take care, have a great weekend, stay cheerful, and try and see the funny side of everything. And don't get too wound up by thirsty fun. I'm having an outbreak of snowflake attacks on my channel. Toodles.
I think that goes away in April with the heat. We're in great shape.
America is hurting tonight, from the stunning new unemployment numbers to the still climbing death toll.
I was calling to check on him, and that's how I found out he was gone.
The virus looks like by April, in theory, when it gets a little warmer, it miraculously goes away.
For the first time in history, all 50 states are now under major disaster declarations.
COVID-19 is becoming like a sniper in the viral war, silently taking out healthcare workers.
When we get into April and the warmer weather, let's see what happens, but I think it's going to work out fine.
Staggering new developments in the pandemic. The death toll from the virus keeps rising.
Among the hardest hit, the nation's nursing homes.
It's hard for me to fathom. I mean, he was so quick.
That will go away in April. Looks like by April, miraculously goes away. We're in great shape.
There's mourning in America. Today, more than 60,000 Americans have died from a deadly virus Donald Trump ignored. With the economy in shambles, more than 26 million Americans are out of work, the worst economy in decades. Trump bailed out Wall Street, but not Main Street. This afternoon, millions of Americans will apply for unemployment, and with their savings run out, many are giving up hope. Millions worry that a loved one won't survive COVID-19. There's mourning in America, and under the leadership of Donald Trump, our country is weaker and sicker and poorer. And now, Americans are asking, if we have another 4 years like this, will there even be an America?
Paid for by the Lincoln Project, which is responsible for the content of this advertising.
These are the reasons I drink.
This was a Wonderful Cat production, 2020.